Hi guys. Today I'm going to be talking about your Weebly content, everything that you need to be putting inside of your Weebly. And also remember that anytime you want, you can look at my Weebly and use it as a reference for yours. So it doesn't have to look exactly like mine or exactly like Erica's example that's on Moodle, but it does need to be similar and it does need to have all of the content that we're covering for this class. So you need to have all your social media, everything about lower order thinking, and everything about higher order thinking in here. So on your first page, we've already done our title up here in the top left corner. And so on your background, you need to put EDU 250, collaborative learning, and then fall 2018. Mine says spring, but yours is fall because this is the fall semester. And then underneath that, put pod number and then whichever number pod you are. So if you're pod 1, you're going to put pod number 1. On this first page, you should already have your name and then your bio or your introduction and then your contact info and a picture of you. And you can set that up however you need to, but at some point you also have to add in your group members. So on this first page, not only do you need to have yourself and your introduction, you need to have your pod members and their introduction as well. So if you want them to post it in the message board on Shutterfly, they can do that. They can email you their bio and their picture. Email would probably be the best way to do it because you can send the photo and the introduction to your pod leader. So that's what I would do, but you can send your introduction through the message board if you want to. You just have to email them the picture. At some point we will do Acuity, but we're not doing that right now. So just for now, on your first page, make sure you put EDU 250 collaborative learning fall 2018 and then your pod number, and then make sure that you have your introduction and your contact info and your photo, and then also your pod members as well. So don't forget to put them in there. So the last couple weeks we've been working on the social media. So for this, you need to have social media and learning as your title over your background. And then down here you'll have why is social media an important part of learning. And then you write a little paragraph about that. And then you need to have 3 pictures. And to those pictures you need to link, which right here, if you click on the picture, it'll allow you to link a website to it. So what I mean by link, I mean you need to find an article about social media and learning and link it to each one of those pictures. So there should be a different article for each picture. So that means you need to come up with 3 different articles for social media about social media and learning, and you need to link 1 to each picture. Also, this is just something I did. I said click on the pictures below to see how our pod is using social media for learning. That's basically just letting people know that what to do, because you know they may not know necessarily to click on the picture if you don't tell them to. They'll see it and they'll be like, okay, they have a Facebook, but they may not know that they can click on that picture and go to your Facebook immediately, or go to your Twitter, or go to your Pinterest, or your Shutterfly. So on this page, I wrote like us on Facebook at, and then it has the name of our Facebook page that we created. And notice how I put that text in blue where it says the actual title. So for actual titles, I used color instead of just regular black text, because then it lets them know this is exactly what the page is called. So either I can click on this picture, or in my own time I can look it up or something. So I just thought that would be helpful. to put it in color, and also put it in the same color as the logo because it just looks good. But you don't have to do it the same way that I did it, but it is a good idea. And so when you ask someone to do something, so like right here it says, for more information on the subject, please click on the pictures below. Whatever it is that you want them to do, that's what I put in color. So click on the pictures because it kind of, the color text draws your eyes to specific things that are being said. And so if I want them to click on the pictures to learn more information, then that's what I have in blue because that's what I want their eyes to focus on. Also, I found out how you can change the fonts. You can go up here to theme, and it gives you colors, and you can change your theme, and you can also change fonts. So you click on that, it'll, whenever you go, you hover over a certain thing. So site title, it has this blue box around EDU 250 Spring 2018, which is up in the left-hand corner. So while I'm hovering over this, you should look at EDU 250 Spring 2018. And it shows the box around it, letting you know what font you're changing. Then there's a navigation menu that shows home, social media and learning, lower order thinking. These are your little tabs at the top towards the right side. Then you have a phone number. If you have a phone number, then you can do that. You have a headline or a subheadline. Then you have paragraph titles. That's why is social media and learning media an important part of learning. So right there you see that blue box. So whatever you hover over, if you have something like that already in your Weebly, if you hover over that, you can change the font for those specific types of things. Also, you can do that for links and buttons and block quotes, image captions, and all that kind of stuff. So that is how you would change your font. So remember, go to theme and then change fonts. You can also change your theme, but you don't need to do that for this. So don't change your theme. Just if you want to change fonts, you can do that. For your pages, since I haven't talked about that, if you go to pages right here, that will allow you to add or change the names of your tabs up here. So you have your home page, that's fine. You don't want to change that, and you can click here. You see where when you hover over it, it shows 3 dots. If you click on that, then you can change your name. You could delete what's originally there and put something new. You can change the header type and stuff, visibility and settings, but you don't need to mess with the header type and all that. You just need to change the name of what it already has defaulted into your Weebly to what we're using. So you should have home, social media and learning, lower order thinking, higher order thinking, and then both the examples on Moodle and my example have feedback and credits because that's something we'll do at the end. But for now, you need to just go ahead and put all of these pages in. Okay, so for lower order thinking, wait a minute, I'm not sure if I told you guys. Also on social media and learning, if I haven't already said this, make sure that you put in the logo for the social media for each one that you've done. So Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. You guys didn't do Snapchat, but you also did Shutterfly. So put those logos in and then put your link to the photo or link the website for your social media to the logo that corresponds to it. So Facebook, you'll link it to the Facebook logo. Yeah. And then just make sure you do that for Shutterfly too. Lower order thinking. So for lower order thinking, right here I have lower order thinking, or LOTS, because that's the acronym for it. And then I have for my header or subject title, what is lower order thinking? And then I have a little paragraph about what lower order thinking is. Then I have a picture of Bloom's taxonomy. That's important because it gives them a visual to understand what you mean by lower order thinking. The 3 at the bottom, remember, understand, and apply. And then I said, to learn more about lower order thinking skills, please click on the pictures below. And so what I would go back to what I was talking about with the colors, with using colors with text earlier. Some of you guys, I recommended that you change your text and not have so many different colors on your Weebly, and because it is okay to use color for text, but when you have too much, it creates confusion and it kind of looks chaotic, and it's just hard for your brain to wrap around what you're reading. When you see all these different colors, you're focused on all the different colors rather than what you're reading. So what I did was, for really important information, like, so right here it says to learn more. Well, I put that in blue so that it would emphasize those specific words. And then also I emphasize click on pictures using color, because that shifts your eyes focus to a specific place that I want you to pay attention to. And so I just felt like it would help them to know to click on the pictures that are right below the text, because sometimes even if we think we're reading something properly, we may not be, because our eyes and our mind, it works so fast and we just read things so quickly. It's easy to not really understand what we're reading because we go through it so fast. So the color helps to focus your eyes in a specific place so that you get the specific information. So they will understand that I want them to click on the pictures. They won't accidentally miss it because they read it too fast. And so you should have 3 pictures on this page too. And there should be 3 different articles relating to lower order thinking skills. That is one link to each picture. And then I have click on the pictures below to see how lower order thinking skills can be used in the classroom. And we have our Jeopardy and Quizlet. You guys didn't do a crossword, but since you're ECE, you'll be doing bingo instead. And for now, that's all that you have to do. So just make sure you have, once we do Jeopardy, you can go ahead and put your Quizlet in, because most of you should have already made your Quizlet and have been putting your vocabulary words in there. You can go ahead and link your Quizlet to it. Or actually, what you need to do is link your Quizlet, the specific study set, if you can. The specific study set that you created to go with your theme, link that to your to the Quizlet logo on this page. So whenever you made Quizlet, you should have taken the link that it gave you right after you created a set and put it on your Shutterfly. So if you've done that, you can go straight to your Shutterfly, get that link for Quizlet, and copy it and use it for the logo on Quizlet on your Weebly, if that makes sense to you guys. Then you have more, and this is higher order thinking. Higher order thinking, you're going to do the same thing as lower order thinking. It's just going to be centered around higher order thinking instead. So you have higher order thinking skills. What is higher order thinking? And then you write something about it. You have Bloom's taxonomy again. And then you have your 3 pictures, which you're going to link. Each one is going to have an article related to higher order thinking skills linked to it. And then on mine, you can see our Flip Snack. You guys aren't doing Flip Snack, and you're not doing a podcast, but you can see what I've done and how I've formatted my page and all of that. So for now, that's all you guys need to be doing. But don't forget to add your feedback and credits page as well. But you don't need to put anything on those 2 pages yet. So that is the basics of what you need to do for your Weebly. And remember that anytime you add something, you have to click publish or you will lose what you've done. So I'm just going to hit publish to show you guys that. And then if you have not put your link for your Weebly into your Shutterfly, this is where you find the link, the right link that goes there. You do not have to, you only have to copy this link one time and put it into Shutterfly. You don't have to change the link every time you publish your Weebly. This link updates itself every time you make changes. So don't feel like you need to delete the link and put a new one every time you publish. You don't have to do that. You put this link up there one time, and then whenever you publish, it updates it by itself. But just remember, if you haven't already put your link on Shutterfly, do that. You need to, because that allows me to give you feedback on what you've already done and let you know if you made any mistakes or if there's something that I think you could do better on, or if I think you just did great on it already and it's, it's perfect or as close to perfect as it can be for now. So yeah, just make sure you have that link on Shutterfly so that I can give you feedback. Also, if you have any more questions about Weebly, feel free to message me on the message board of Shutterfly. I would be happy to answer your questions and help you out with this. But that is all I have for now. Thank you for watching.